Hello friends, welcome to the video tutorials of Advanced Java Programming. This is Rajul Sudhar, Assistant Professor of Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology, Bard Gandhinagar. In this session, we will discuss about the Hibernate and its type. So, we came to know that in Hibernate, we map the Java data type into the SQL data type. Previously, we have discussed that is a Hibernate architecture as well as one comparison between the HQL and SQL. So this data type declare the use in Hibernate mapping file neither the Java data types nor SQL types. This data type belong to Hibernate mapping types. This Hibernate data type can be translated from Java to SQL data type and vice versa. In this section, we will list out the basic data type that's like the date, time and binary large object data type. Some of the primitive data type and its Java type as well as SQL types. Let me check one by one. So while preparing a Hibernate mapping document, we map the Java data type into the Relational Database Management System data type, RDBMS type. The types declared and used in the mapping files are not Java data types, they are not a SQL data types. These types are called the Hibernate mapping types, which can translate from Java to SQL data types and vice versa. We can also cover from SQL to HQL as well as HQL to SQL. Here primitive data types, like if you are using the integer for mapping, so in the Java we are simply use the int or java.language.integer, while in SQL type we are using the integer in capital format. Then long data type, it same like in Java, like long, or we can use the java.language.long, while in SQL type we have to use the big integer instead of long. Same way for short integer, we are using in Java short or java.language.short, while in SQL type it is a small integer. Same way for float, we are using the float in capital. Double, that is a double. Character, for character we have to write the java.language.string character in the bracket, value or a range of the character is 1. Byte is byte or it's called a tiny integer. Boolean is a boolean type and it store the bit value, as well as true and false. For boolean we require the character 1. For a t means true value or a false value, f. For a date and time, so we require the date, like Java data type java.util.date or java.sql.date. It is called a date data type. So simply in SQL we are using the word date in capital. Same way for time, we are using time in capital, SQL data type. Same way timestamp we can use like this. Calendar, same covered into the timestamp, while in Java data type we are using the java.util.calendar. This is the mapping type as well as its SQL type and Java type. Binary and large object type. So what do you mean by binary object and large object? In the binary large object, we can store the value like variable or a binary in SQL. So it is called the binary large object in SQL. We can store the text in a Java data type by using java.language.string. Text is stored on a sequence of character. It is a sequence of characters stored in the string data types. We can store in the character large object, that is called a character large object, that is called a CLOB. Serializable, any Java class that implement java.io.serializable, that is called a binary large object, or a CLOB, character large object, java.sql.clob, that is called a CLOB, or BLOB we can use. Some of the JDK related data types, like we can use class. So in a Java type we can use the java.language.class, while in SQL it's simply varchar. Then local, java.util.local, it's in SQL it use the varchar. Time zone is one data type, while we are using in java.util.timezone, while in SQL data type we are using the characters, so it's stored in the varchar. Currency we can use in Java by java.util.currency, or SQL type is varchar. Let me check the Hibernate OR mapping. How can we map object relationship mapping in Hibernate? This type of a question most important regarding to GTU exam. Every time this type of a question asked in exam. Three most important mapping, like collection mapping, association mapping, component mapping. So why we require the mapping? ORM is a technique to map the object oriented data with relational data. In other words, it used to convert the data types supported in object oriented programming. This language supported by the database. This facility are transfer of object oriented data to the database without the occurrence of a exception due to the incompatibility of data type. ORM involve mapping of object oriented data to the relational data. Mapping should be in the format that can be defined: mapping of classes with tables, property with column, foreign key and association, and SQL type with Java type. Some of the version means they can be easily manipulated by the version control system and text editor, and may be customized at development time or runtime. XML mapping document allow us to bridge the gap between object oriented system and relational database system. Define the object relational mapping. It help to generate the export database table. Use the xdoclet. It support allow for mapping generate from Java doc style or source comment. Here collections mapping. If an entity of a class has collection of value for a particular variable, then we can map those value using one of the collection interface available in Java. Hibernate can persist an instance of java.util.map, java.util.set, java.util.sortedMap, java.util.sortedSet, java.util.list, and any other of persistent entities or values. Here collection type like java.util.set. So what is the meaning of that? This is map with the set element and initialize with java.util.hashSet. And java.util.sortedSet, this method map with set element. The sort attributes can be set to either a Java type or it's store the other value. Java.util.list, it used for list generated like array list. Util.collection, this map with the bag or ibag element and initialize with the java.util.arraylist. Java.util.map, this map with the map element and initialize with the java.util.hashmap. Java.util.sortedMap, this map with the map element. The sort attributes can be set to either a comparator or natural ordering. Association mapping, the mapping of association between entity class and relationship between the table in ORM. There are the four way in which cardinality of the relationship between the object can be expressed. We all familiar with the cardinality, one to one, one to many to one, and many to many. Same way here use. An association mapping can be unidirectional as well as bidirectional. So here association from object to Java class that use the many to many means mapping many to many relationship using Hibernate. One to one means mapping one to one relationship using Hibernate. One to many means mapping one to many relationship using Hibernate, as well as many to many means mapping many to many relationship using the Hibernate. Component mapping, if the referred class does not have its own life cycle, completely depends on the life cycle of owning entities class and the referred class, hence therefore is called the component class. This class is called component class. Here the mapping of collection of component is also possible in similar way, just as a mapping of regular collection with minor configuration difference. Like component mappings means mapping of a class having the reference to another class member, a variable. Here one number of advantage covered in Hibernate framework, like it is a open source, or we can say that lightweight. Hibernate framework is a open source. Under the LGPL means GNU is a, here LGPL is a lesser general public license. So it is a lightweight and it is a license based. It is a fast performance, means performance of a Hibernate framework is a fast because we are using cache. Internally it uses the Hibernate framework. Previously we have discussed the Hibernate cache architecture. So for the data retrieved from database, it is easy from database to retrieve every time because we do not bind or connection every time. So performance become faster. Database independence query, SQL Hibernate query language is the object oriented version of SQL. It generates the database independent query. So you don't need to write the database specific query before Hibernate. If database change for the project, we need to change the SQL query as well as lead to the maintenance problem. Here HQL use the class and object instead of structure query language. In SQL we are using the table as well as database, but HQL use the class and object. Again it is a automatic table creation. It use the Hibernate framework, provide the facility to create the table of database automatically. So there is no need to create the tables in the database manually. Simplify the complex join to fetch the data from multiple tables. It easy to Hibernate framework. Provide query statistic and database status. Hibernate support query cache and it provide the statistic about the query and database status. HQL language, Hibernate query language, ORM framework provide the own query language, that is called Hibernate query language. This type of a question also covered in GTU exam 3 to 4 marks question. Also one question covered like what is the main difference between HQL and SQL. Hibernate query language is the same as a structure query language, but it doesn't depend on the table of database. Instead of the table name, we are using the class name in HQL. Therefore it is a database independent query language. What is the characteristics of HQL? It is similar to SQL. HQL syntax is very similar to the standard structure query language. If you familiar with the structure query language, then writing HQL would be pretty easy. Fully object oriented, here previously we have discussed all things are covered the classes instead of tables. So HQL doesn't use real name of table and column, it use the class and property name instead of the table as well as column. HQL can understand inheritance, polymorphism, association, abstraction, all things. So it is called the fully object oriented. It reduce the size of query, means limited query is required to retrieve the data from database. Let me check one difference. If you are working with the select query, so simply we are writing the result set rs is equal to st.execute query. It is execute query, it's covered into the execute query. So we are using select star from ssit, retrieve the data from ssit table. Same way, if we are using hql query, so we have to write query is equal to session.create query. Simply in the bracket we are required double quote from ssit, means it retrieve the data from ssit class, not a table. Here persistent class name is a ssit, but we need to save the class as a persistent, means permanently stored in our database. Select with where clause, if we are using the where clause with condition, so result set rs is equal to st.execute query. In the double quote we required select star from ssit, where clause is used here, so where id is equal to 1. Same way in hql we can use query is equal to session.create query. From ssit we are using where id is equal to 1. Persistent class name is a ssit. How can we use the update query? In a SQL, for update we are using the string query is equal to update username, user set name is equal to question mark, where id is equal to question mark. This is the simple syntax. And we are using the prepare statement. So prepare statement, one object is created, then connection con dot prepare statement, and then we write here one query. Like prepare statement dot set string, we are using one value and class. First column is ssit underscore ce. Same way prepare statement set integer 2 and 100 this value, as well as we have to update, so execute update is used. So how can we write the query in hql? For hql we have to write a query q is equal to session dot create query, update user set name is equal to colon n, where id is equal to colon I. We are using here question mark. Then for the second q dot set parameter, first n, then ssit underscore ce, q dot set parameter first I, value of first parameter I, and second value is 100. Integer status is equal to q dot execute update if we update the query. How can we write the insert query? So in SQL we are simply use the insert into table name, then value. So and finally integer result statement dot execute update. So here it cover the DML query. So execute update is used in the bracket SQL. So this query will be fired, and insert the value. One row is inserted with the data 100 and ABC. While in HQL query we required query is equal to session dot create a query, insert into class is a stock, and here which parameter we have to insert. So first stock code, second stock name. Select stock code and stock name from our second table is backup table, backup underscore stock. So it will be retrieve the data from backup underscore stock class. Same way here integer result is equal to query dot execute update. How can we run the project, or one example to step to run the Hibernate? So here the step to run first Hibernate example with MySQL in NetBeans IDE 8.2. First step, you have to create a database. Simply while we are using MySQL, same way here you have to create the database, like create database, and name of the database is retailer. Then second step, create a table. We have to create a table result. So how can we create a table in SQL? Create table, table name. Then Here the create table name is a customer. Value, first value is a name, cover into varchar data types, value maximum 20. Then C underscore ID, it is an integer data type, it cover not null, means you have to insert at least one record, and auto increment. The CID is auto increment, means second value, first value is 1, automatically second value will consider as a 2, 3 and 4 as it is. Address is a varchar, so it's stored into the varchar data type. Email also varchar, and CID we cover the primary key. Third step, create a new Java application. For that you have to go into the file, new project, Java application, then next, name, it is a Hibernate test. Then click finish to create the project. This is the simple. Create a POJO, means plain old Java object class. For that we create this class to use the variable to map with the database column. Right click the package Hibernate test and select new. In the new we have to select Java class. Name is as a customer. We are create one class as a customer instead of database. Just click on finish to create this class. Step to run the Hibernate. Step 4, we require the Java class, Java program. So package is Hibernate test. We use the name of the class is customer. So public class customer, public string customer name, public integer customer ID, string customer address, email ID also in string, public void set customers, it's cover the string customer address. This dot customer address is equal to customer address. Same way for customer email ID as well as customer ID and customer name, as well as we are returning the customer address by using this way. So at the last step to run the Hibernate 4. So fourth step, that is a create a POJO plain old Java object class to generate the getter and setter easily in NetBeans. Right click on the code and select insert code, then choose the getter or setter. Variable customer name will map with the name column of customer tables. Variable customer ID will map with the CID column of customer tables. It is integer and auto incremented. So POJO class variable also should be in integer data type. Then variable customer address will map with the address column of customer table, and last variable, that is a customer email ID, will map with the email column of customer tables. And finally, connect to the database. We have to already created retailer. So select the service tab lying next to the project tab, expand database, expand MySQL server. There we can see all the database on MySQL, all the database available, whatever previously created, and you have to create a new. Just right click the database, retailer. We have created database name with a retailer and select connect. In the sixth step, create the configuration of XML file. We all familiar. XML file also need. It is a deployment descriptor. Hibernate need a configuration file to create the connection. Just right click the package Hibernate test, select in the new other and Hibernate in the Hibernate configuration wizard. Click next. In the next window, click the drop down menu of database connection and select retailer database connection. So this way you can create. This is the creating the configuration of XML file. JDBC :MySQL :/localhost retailer root on default scheme. one hibernate.cfg.xml file is required. So hibernate configuration, session factory, property name is equal to hibernate.connection.driver class. Here MySQL driver is used. Property name is equal to hibernate.connection.url. We are using the JDBC. This URL is used for retailer. For property name is equal to hibernate.connection username. Root as well as password is also root. Here pool size you have to decide it. You can write here 10 or 20. Then hibernate dialect, same way you have to create a session, current session context class, it is a thread. Catch dot provide org.hibernate catch, no catch is provided. Here show SQL become a true. Then creating mapping a file with hibernate.hbm. This file is stored as a HBM. So mapping the file with map relevant Java object with a relevant database table column. So right click the project, select the new other hibernate mapping wizard. Just click next, name it the hibernate.hbm. Just click in the next window, we have to select the class to map and database table. After selecting the correct class, click OK. Select the database table. Just click drop down list and select the table you want to map and code for a mapping particular file. Here hibernate.hbm.xml file, how can we write? Same way as a previous XML file. You have to create a hibernate test.customer. First table is created, customer table. We required customer ID, then customer name, customer address, customer email ID. All things will be available here. We are also using the hibernate mapping. In the 7th step, create the mapping file hibernate.hbm. Property name is equal to variable name of Pojo class. So column name is equal to database column that map with the previous variables. In the next step, now Java program to insert record into the database. How can we insert? For that we require the package name hibernate test, import org.hibernate.session, session factory is required. Here hibernate test class is used. Then session is equal to null. First we initialize session is equal to null. Then try this session. In the try block we are written the session factory. Session factory is equal to one object is created for session factory, new org.hibernate.cfg configuration, configure, build session factory. Session is equal to session factory dot open source. It begin the transaction system.out.println, populating the database. Customer is equal to new customer dot set customer name is ABC. Customer address is SSID BART. We can use the email ID as well as session.save customer.get transaction.commit system.out.println done. Session.flush is used to clean the database or it release the connection. It used for garbage collection. And finally session.close. If any exception, so system.out.println message will be appeared in exception session. So this type of a compilation process will be covered while we are compile and inserting the data in Hibernate. So insert into customer table, we insert any values. After completing the value, this message will be appeared done. This type of output will be display. Your name ABC, CID 3, address SSID BART and email ID whatever you have entered. In the Hibernate program hierarchy, we will discuss next portion in the next video lecture. Thank you for attending the session. Please like and subscribe the channel.